This is why UK companies are struggling to hire qualified accountants. Right then, let's talk about something most accounting leaders are feeling, even if they're not always saying it out loud. UK companies are struggling to hire qualified accountants, and not just in the "it's a bit competitive at the moment" sense. More in the "we posted the role and now we're quietly wondering where everyone has gone" sense, because this isn't a short-term hiring blip anymore, it's become structural. Now, on paper, you might think this should be simple. There are more accounting qualifications than ever, more training routes, more graduates entering the system. So why the shortage? Well, because the pipeline isn't the same as the outcome. Let's start with the first big issue: retention. Qualified accountants are not staying in traditional roles for as long as they used to. Once people qualify, they have options and they're using them. Industry, FP&A, commercial roles, private equity-backed businesses, fintech, even completely adjacent analytical roles that offer better balance, faster progression, or just a different pace of life. So companies aren't just hiring anymore, they're replacing constantly, and that creates a pressure loop. Then there's experience compression. Mid-level accountants, the ones who can actually run reporting cycles, own processes and support decision-making, are the most in demand, and also the hardest to retain, because they're exactly at the point where external offers start getting very interesting. Which means firms are stuck in a very familiar pattern. Train people up, get them productive, lose them right when they become most valuable. Now layer in something else: expectations. Businesses don't just want accountants anymore, they want commercial thinkers, business partners, people who can explain what the numbers mean, not just what they are. They want faster close cycles, real-time insight, stronger forecasting, better decision support, and ideally, all of that with fewer people than before. So demand per accountant has gone up, but supply of experienced accountants hasn't kept pace, and that gap shows up immediately in hiring. Then there's the regulatory and technical burden. UK accounting and audit requirements are becoming more complex. Reporting standards are tightening, compliance expectations are rising, and digital transformation, including making tax digital and system upgrades, means accountants are expected to be more technically fluent than ever. So the role itself has expanded, but the talent pipeline hasn't expanded at the same speed. Now add the market dynamic. Firms are competing for the same pool of qualified professionals, which drives salaries up, but also increases counteroffers, which increases turnover, which increases urgency in hiring. And suddenly, recruitment becomes less about finding the right person and more about getting there first before someone else does. There's also a perception issue. The profession still struggles in some cases to compete with other career paths on lifestyle and flexibility, particularly at mid-level. So even though the long-term earning potential is strong, the short-term trade-offs can push candidates elsewhere. And that's before we even talk about workload pressure. Lean teams, busy reporting cycles, audit deadlines, and increasing expectations around responsiveness and availability, which understandably affects retention. So where does all this leave us? UK companies aren't struggling because accounting talent doesn't exist. They're struggling because experienced accountants move quickly. The mid-level pipeline is constantly disrupted. Expectations have risen faster than capacity, and competition for talent is now continuous, not occasional. And here's the slightly uncomfortable truth for employers. This isn't going to fix itself with time, because the profession is evolving. Automation is changing entry-level work, AI is reshaping technical tasks, and accountants are moving closer to commercial and strategic roles earlier in their careers, which makes them more valuable and more mobile. So hiring qualified accountants in the UK today isn't just a recruitment challenge, it's a retention, expectation, and market structure challenge all at once. Or put simply, there isn't a shortage of accountants. There's a shortage of accountants who are willing to sit still for long. And in this market, that makes all the difference. Thank you for your attention. If you are enjoying the series, please consider subscribing to Sheridan Maine Recruitment TV. Until we meet next time.